And already there is a gentle peace that flows within and around us. This gentleness that comes in, this peacefulness that comes in, is a result of the unity of the hearts and the minds, the children of light that have come together in this moment, in this eternal now. There is the understanding that indeed there are many choices, many different opportunities, things, requirements to do. But it is in the higher heart of service that has brought everyone here in this moment, that has brought everyone here to hear these words. The words that come to serve, to uplift, to empower, to ignite. And so in this eternal now, it is the weaving of the hearts and minds of those who hear our words, but beyond that, it is the weaving of the hearts and minds of all that come here, drawn by your brilliant, radiant light, drawn by your heart streaming that is anchored in the fountain of love. It is this frequency that you hold, beloveds, that allows the heavenly host and the connection of the multiple worlds to continue to be integrated with the sacred earth and all of her life. For there must be a resonant field somewhere. Without a resonant field, there cannot be the interconnection of the higher frequencies. It is indeed a scientific fact, a cosmic fact. So that resonant field, beloved, it is you and divine collective of the children of light upon the earth who remember and are remembering who they are, and the sacred promise, the sacred commitment to help and make this world that they find themselves in a better one, and with the deep understanding of a wider and cosmic memory held deep within the DNA of each and every one. There is the understanding, the recognition that there is a great and grand cosmic story, and somehow, each and every one is a part of this story. And is in the story that has brought you here to hear these words at this time. For indeed we say to you, beloved, that you are powerful cosmic beings of just boundless light. And the reason you are here is your capacity to hold that light and to emanate and anchor unconditional love through the compassionate heart that each and every one of you hold. That each and every one of you are guardians of this compassionate heart. And even in a world, beloveds, where we have seen that compassionate heart has been enclosed, has been minimized, and has been tried to be stomped out. The consciousness of humanity. And indeed, in its extremes, we can see the outcome of that. But still and yet, in the midst of the darkest times, there are those who have held that light, even as it was a small flicker, but held the light nonetheless, waiting for that time when the brilliance of the flame could grow and grow and grow. And indeed, beloveds, there has been many epochs of this. We've had the epochs where the flame had to go smaller, And then the flame rises once again, bringing in a new level of consciousness, understanding. And then once again has to resort and go small again. And in these cycles of brilliance and in the cycle of darkness, we have now come to a new paradigm, a new platform, a new vision. For no longer is it going to be in the earthly matter of light and dark. It is going to be the ever blazing flame of light, of the eternal Father, Mother, of the divine source, of the upper paradise worlds, of the upper ascended worlds that are interconnected and still have the anchoring of light because of the children of light who hold a heart of compassion. For that indeed is the compassionate field of love. It is the resonant field to be able to make the connection throughout the ages, throughout the times and epochs of times, since the beginning of the humanity who have come to this earth, through the times of complete ignorance and fear and challenges, still, that flame was kept, that flame was honored, and in the correct divine timing of things, in the unfoldment of things that can only happen on the cosmic higher level of things, that new embodied flame blazes more, bringing light to the consciousness of the humanity upon the earth, growing that humanity, piercing through the veils of ignorance and fear, piercing through the great illusion and delusion. The time has come, beloveds, that the flaming of the light and the reserving of the light is no longer, but indeed the opportunity in the epoch of all times now comes in this moment for the flame to blaze and blaze brilliantly, radiantly, and indeed eternally upon the sacred earth and within this solar logi. And beyond the solar logi, it is indeed into the great Hunam Ku, the great mother, and beyond the great mother into the many suns and the many galaxies of this universe. For it is a rippling cosmic effect. And so the children of light take their prominent roles in the divine plan to bring in the higher frequency of light and a universal level. And it is in the expansion and the awareness of the universal level that the family of light become aware and interconnected of each other in a more visible and direct way. There has always been the sensing in the dimensional frequencies of the ring pass knots. There's always been a wondering, but we say to you now that that wondering is no longer going to be wondering, but indeed we say, beloveds, the time has come into the expansion of the human consciousness into higher cosmic and galactic levels of awareness. And in this rising, in this expansiveness of the human consciousness, there is the battle to try and manipulate, use the expanding consciousness of humanity for various agendas. But we say to you, the family of light, the family that holds the compassionate heart, the family that remembers their source, who they are and where they come from, that you serve as the way showers, brightening and inflaming that light for all to see the higher path, the path of the divine, the path that the soul impulse beckons them to come. For there will be many, many decisions. There'll be many, many roads. And so the one that comes forth is the one of the compassionate heart that comes to the service of others. That indeed, how you tell is that the needs for the immediate or for the self come second to the needs of others. It is in the service to others that the compassionate heart grows within, becomes more radiant, more powerful, begins to build with others that hold the compassionate heart, that resonant field. And as you can sense and know from your own solar logo, that great sun that gives light, that it is indeed the rays of that light that illuminates, that light that gives warmth, that light that gives life. Indeed, beloveds, we say to you, you are that role. You are that role on so many levels. And your reach is beyond the scope of what you can understand. But your role is vital. Your heart is precious. And so we come together as the family of light, knowing that whatever you do and however you do it, it is only you can do that portion of your light. That portion of light that you give to the divine collective to raise the frequency and expand the resonance field of unconditional love. That is how the ascension will work. That is how the interconnection will come. That's how the interweaving of dimensions is going to be cemented, even as you walk a physical, mental, and emotional world. We say to you, beloveds, under no circumstances do you find yourself that you are somehow less than, or not worthy enough, or do not have impact. It is only in your own personal way, within you, your heart streaming, and the God of your heart, that you impact, so personalized in the grand collective of an ever-growing resonant field of love. Yes, we know there will be resistance from those dynamics and forces that want things to be the same, but it cannot be. For this is already moving forward in the higher revelations of light frequencies and other realities. For this is not just a global planetary experience, beloved, but the ascension spans aeons of times in the past and the future and on many levels. But we assure you, beloveds, that your role is key and vital, for it is you that hold the frequency of the planetary worlds, the material worlds, the worlds of the emotions, the physicality, and the mentality. And so your role is so vital, so important to the divine collective, to raise the frequency of that dimension into the higher frequency of radiant light and love. Only you can do it as you have embraced and covered yourself into the very material of the earth. And you have come to do this because it is you that are the great radar, the great electric beam and electric universe that can make the connection to create the resonant field. And we say to you, beloveds, we can see clearly that that resonant field has been growing and continues to grow. And we say to you, keep it up and keep moving, because it will continue to grow and expand even at faster and greater rates. For it is a collective, as you call the 51st monkey, growing and growing until it has a tipping point. And yes, we say to you and encourage you, as the world may see different in its chaos and in its movement within it, we assure you that this indeed is true, and thereby it is the resonant field that brings your brothers and sisters from all dimensions, from all realms, from all expressions of the divine. You hold the spark, you hold the compassionate heart frequency of unconditional love, calling in the cosmic family from all spheres, from all expressions, from all realities of the divine, from the great angelics to the great devas, to the great stars and star systems that hold consciousness and brings consciousness into this resonance field. To all those who have walked the earth and have ascended the earth, to all the great masters of light and the ones that hold the radiant light, to all of the divine bliss and love of the source light. You are the results of this outpouring of love that has poured through cosmically and through your ancestors. It is through the love that your ancestors upon the earth that you have incarnated to many times over to bring the soul family that has agreed to come and to bring the upliftment of this planet, but way beyond the planet. And as your cosmic memory expands, as you become online into the other and greater parts of yourself, you will have the greater understanding of exactly what you are part of. The time is approaching and it is here. And we say to you, beloveds, as you grow into the expansiveness of who and what you are, the power you hold, and the love that you have, to bring the ascension of this planet, to bring the ascension to the entire solar system, indeed to the Hunam Ku, your galactic mother, to the universe. And in this interconnection of your eternal love that you hold, the flame that you never extinguish, the flame that you hold and now will hold eternally, that you come into your power as the great radiant one that holds the flame, creating the resonant field of ascension. And we now, as this resonant field is between all those here in this eternal now, in this one moment of this 0 point, of this unified field, the divine radiance of the sun behind the sun behind the sun raises up its rays and bringing in the special cosmic light codes of expansiveness and cosmic memory. With each and every sacred, holy in-breath and out-breath, you breathe in not through your physical nose or mouth, but the entire body is breathing in and exhaling the sun behind the sun behind the sun radiance of illumined light and illumined vision, of illumined codes and illumined power, of illumined vision and illumined wisdom. And your body breath integrates it within your physical, mental, and emotional bodies, moving out into the subtle bodies, even as the highest chakra systems beyond the planetary gravitational pull aligns itself, bringing in these codes from the sun behind the sun, behind the sun radiance, illumination, power, and wisdom. You are the sun. You are the shining star on the earth. And together you are a supernova of radiant light and brilliance. And we will hold this platform for you now so you can integrate, experience this cosmic memory that you know so well, to reignite, realign, re-remember. So as you walk the earth, you are the resonant field of radiant light, touching everything and everybody. Anna enso elamena elam enso enelena alam pe alam bena iso sono iso sono iso sono om om om. Simply allow the radiance to flow through, in, and around you for a few more moments. Hold your positions. And now with grateful hearts, The idea of the return comes to us, and even though we may want to stay in this bliss, we know that there is much to do, that we are connected into this frequency of radiance, in this resonant field of unconditional love, to be tapped into as needed. But we hold a frequency now that we did not have before. And so with grateful hearts, we prepare ourselves for the return. And as such, all those who have participated in this begins to draw in their electromagnetic field as we now automatically draw in ours. As we begin to prepare to be fully back into our physical bodies, mental and emotional, but yet still tethered to the frequency we have just experienced. And on the count of 3, we will intend to be back, awake, alert, and we will be very, very grounded to the earth. 1, 2, take a deep breath in. And 3, we are back, awake, alert, and we are grounded.